WSARE project number FW22-403, Extensive versus Intensive Kidding Practice of Goats in Multi-Species Grazing Programs in Northeast New Mexico. Objective 4. Monitor kidding pastures for soil and pasture improvement during non-kidding season when pastures are rested. Western Sierra Farmer and Rancher Grant, FW22-403, Final Report, Year 4, 2024, and Year 5, 2025. K&C Boar Meat Goats and Turner Ranch Company, Wagon Mound, New Mexico. Objective 4 of Western Sierra Project FW22-403 addressed the sustainability of the 10 and 65 acre kidding pastures and how to mitigate any damage to fragile land. One of the researched objectives in the FW22-403 was to monitor the condition of the 10 acre and 65 acre pastures that make up the extensive kidding pasture, EKP. To encourage regrowth of land that was grazed fairly hard for 3 months out of a year, it was decided to use bale feeding of hay on land that was fragile. Hay that was fed the goats every 3 to 5 days was spread over areas that were showing stress. The goats grazed on the hay and deposited manure and urine, creating a rich organic cover to nurture the soil and help retain moisture. The hay helped maintain moisture where it was needed instead of just running downhill and eroding soil instead of improving it. The pastures were then rested for 9 months before entering again. The pictures below show the second tier of the 10 acre pasture. The picture on the left was taken in August of 2023 looking north. The picture on the right was taken April 2025 of the same area but looking south. Hay was fed across different areas of the second tier every 3 to 5 days for goats to graze. After 3 years of feeding in this area, grasses showed increase of coverage and height. This practice not only enhanced the natural covers, seen on the left, but also repaired any damages done. Pictured below is the third or lowest tier of the 10 acre pasture. On the left is the pasture looking north of third or bottom tier in June of 2023. On the right is the same tier looking west in April of 2025. Feeding hay for goats to graze in fragile parts of land and resting for 9 months has proven to help improve and heal the fragile land. Again, pictures of the lowest tier taken in April of 2025. Picture on the left is the lowest tier looking north. Picture on the right is the lowest tier looking west around the catch pens. The organic matter was successful in retaining and slowing moisture runoff and increasing coverage of grasses. Picture of south side of 10 acre pasture showing increase of coverage on slope between second and third tiers of pasture. This area was in rough shape in 2023, left, due to the erosion and grazing. As of April 2025, feeding hay out for grazing has improved this very fragile area. While still suffering from sparseness next to the south fence line, the overall condition of the pasture on the sloped areas has improved. The picture on the left of the 65 acre pasture was taken in the fall of 2023. The picture on the right, taken April 2025, shows evidence of feeding hay and the increase of coverage. Both pictures were taken facing northwest. On the right, remnants of hay can be seen covering areas to hold moisture and fertilizer. The organic matter used has also increased the density and growth of grasses in the 65 acre pasture. Besides adding organic materials to improve soil, the feeding of hay also slowed down runoff of rain and snowmelt as evidenced here in April 2025 pictures of the lowest tier. Pictures were taken in the southwest area of the 10 acre pasture showing the increase in density and coverage of grasses. After the 3-year project of birthing and raising goats in kidding pastures, it has been determined that feeding goats hay in fragile areas of the pasture has increased the coverage and health of the 10 and 65 acre pastures. Although hit hard in the 3 months the goats are contained in them, the process of replacing organic material and slowing water runoff has healed and improved affected areas. While still not what you would see in areas with more rainfall than received here, it has definitely improved the native pasture in the area of northeast New Mexico. While containing does and kids in smaller areas is beneficial to survival of herd, it can be hard on the areas of containment. Through replacement of organic matter, needed nutrients, and increased moisture retention, the areas of containment can be utilized yearly for a sustainable program of birthing goats in extensive kidding pastures and multi-species grazing programs in northeast New Mexico. The multi-species grazing program used at Turner Ranches has improved all pastures used. Grazing goats, open pasture at Turner Ranch, WSARE project number FW22-403. Extensive versus intensive kidding practices of goats in multi-species grazing programs in northeast New Mexico. Objective 4 met. KNC Board goats and Turner Ranches. Thank you.